Let's take you live to Rockhampton. Treasurer Jim Chalmers is speaking with the Assistant Education and Development Minister Anthony Chisholm. Let's have a listen in.
Is decent pay for aged care workers.
When you bring things back to central Queensland, I mean, two of the biggest headlines that we're seeing at the moment, foot and mouth disease, transition to renewables. How do you see the future playing out here in central Queensland, given those are the big issues facing the country?
I'm really excited about the future for central Queensland. Incredibly excited about the prospect for the local economy, but also the local community. What our modelling has shown when it comes to action on climate change is that the biggest beneficiaries of cleaner, cheaper, more reliable energy are the regions. And we want to create new jobs and new industries and new opportunities which leverage some of our areas of traditional strength in areas like central Queensland. So I'm very excited about the prospects there. When it comes to foot and mouth disease, clearly we have had to act decisively as a new government to do what we can to minimise the risk to one of our most crucial industries. In the beef capital of Australia, nobody needs reminding how important it is that we take whatever steps we can to minimise the risk of foot and mouth disease. I want to pay tribute to Murray Watt, my colleague in the Cabinet, who has acted decisively, whether it's at the Indonesian end, making sure we can support their efforts, or at this end when it comes to our airports. We recognise how absolutely crucial the beef industry is to this community and to our country more broadly, and we will do whatever is necessary to minimise the risk from foot and mouth.
Why was Rockhampton chosen as the location for the first forum?
We love coming here and we like hanging out with Nick, and we knew that if we came here we would get a frank assessment of the combination of issues in the local jobs market, whether it's labour shortages, issues around housing, access to healthcare, whether it's issues around migration. We knew we'd get a good mix of industries, resources, agriculture, and some of the other industries here as well. We know the mayors and respect the mayors here and the state members, and so we knew if we made Rocky and Central Queensland a priority, then we would get a good sense of that combination of issues. I'll probably do half a dozen forums like the one we've done today, but I'm pleased that Rocky was the very first one, and I'm absolutely delighted with how the conversation went.
Does this mean we'll see more visits from yourself and the rest of the Cabinet in the months and years to come?
Absolutely. We take our responsibilities to regional Queensland and to central Queensland very seriously. If we want the national economy to perform strongly, we need the economies of regional Queensland to be a bigger part of the story. And from a personal point of view, whether it's Anthony, myself, Murray Watt, Nita Green and other colleagues, we desperately want to be a government for all of Australia, and that means a government for regional Queensland. Now, Labor federal representatives are not thick on the ground in regional Queensland, unfortunately, despite our best efforts. And so we take our responsibilities to these communities very seriously. You will see us a lot, and not just that, you will see what we learn here represented in the national policies of the Albanese Labor government. One of the reasons that why we are here, one of the reasons why we are in the roles that the Prime Minister gave us, is to make sure that regional Queensland has a big, prominent voice in the Labor Cabinet and in the Labor Ministry. We want to bring people together. We want to be a government for the whole country. We want to end a decade of division, which has given us a wasted decade of missed opportunities and warped priorities.